on his Instagram. I
Fantastic. I love that.
Our fear on Instagram Live. Michael, say hi before you put Sid on.
I'm trying to get the volume. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm going to pass you over to Sid.
Hi. I'm crazy.
All right. Well, that was
Hi.
Hi, Sid. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm just here setting up some new prints and stuff in the shop.
Well, I'm very excited about. I want to talk about your prints because your prints are really works of art. I love them so much. So Sid is one of our makers at the Broadway Makers Marketplace, and your previous job in theater was what?
From the time I was 16 till about 4 years ago, or about 3.5 years ago, I was primarily a dancer. I studied dance classically. I was classically trained in Los Angeles, and I moved to New York when I graduated high school, and I did a few national tours and a couple international tours, and I loved it. I mean, it was my whole life, you know. And then a bunch of reasons just wore me out. I was on tour a few years ago, and I just got really tired, and I needed a break, so I came home to just enjoy New York for a year, I decided. But during that time, the whole world went crazy, so it just ended up just kind of being like my savior, you know what I mean? Like this work that I've always loved doing it as a hobby. I did it for castmates and whatnot. Like I would do, you know, just special little like collages and stuff for the end of to commemorate the end of tours or the end of contracts, and it was just something I loved doing. So when I was faced with, you know, all this time, like we all were, all this time on our hands, I just jumped in, and I literally spend like most of the time sitting around, like, you know, I go out and take lots of photos of the city, basically. I guess I should tell you kind of what I do.
Sid is a photographer and then creates these awesome collages. So can you hold up one of your...
Yeah, well, this is perfect for where we are. This is Broadway Dark, it's called. This is all images I took of the city, or of the theater district, rather, during the shutdown. So it's all the theaters dark, and I kind of just, when I was walking the streets, taking pictures, I noticed that all the lights of the fire escapes were like glowing like embers, like in a fire, you know. And it was just this abandoned, kind of eerie feeling in the whole city, but particularly in the theater district. You could see in the like costume shop windows, like, you know, forms with costumes still on them, and literally like the world had just been, you know, in 1 second had been abandoned, and you saw these scenes inside these costume shop windows outside the theaters, like that were just frozen in time, you know. And it was just so chilling, and so that's what inspired me to do this piece. Again, it's called Broadway Dark, and it's about there's about 49 pictures in there of the theaters during shutdown, and you kind of see the detail. Like I basically layer everything I do. I go out and take photos, and then I cut them up and slice them up, and you know, reassemble them and stack them and layer them, and then I come up with these cool images that are really, like you said, you know, it's artwork, but it's there's so many layers to it, not just literally, but like, you know, figuratively as well, and they're really cool because it doesn't really matter like what orientation you position them. You can kind of like put it, I mean, I have one that I suggest, which is indicated by my signature, but you can like literally like hang it upside down, and you know, I still find things new every day, and I made the pieces, and I'm still surprised by some of the things I see in them. So so that's pretty much what I do. I mean, here's like some stuff I did, some ballet layering I did for a ballet company in Connecticut. I'm trying to see some of the,
I love
like really, I'm sorry?
I love it so much.
Thank you so much. So yeah, there's a bunch of that stuff. I got tons of work here, and the stuff I'm showing here is obviously primarily focused on the theater or the arts, the live, you know, the performing arts in New York, but I have so much other stuff on my site as well that I'm not really showing here. But this is like a nice entry point for all of my fellow theater lovers to, like, you know, get to know my work a little bit, and then if you like, you can dive in a little deeper on my website and other things I do.
I love much. And what I love about your story, what I love about your description of looking in the windows, looking at the fire escape, is we're truly seeing, I think love is in the details. And as artists, we just see the world differently. We see the details and the little effective things that people just pass by.
Yeah.
I mean, people pass by the fire escape every single night and never look at it the way you did and think it's photo worthy. So I love that about your story.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Uh, Talk about part of this collective, this community of makers at the Broadway Makers Marketplace, and having truly a place to show, exhibit your work.
Yeah, yeah. You were cutting out a little bit there, but
Oh, talk about being part of the collective of Broadway makers at the Broadway Makers Marketplace.
I still can't really hear what you're saying. But I think you're just saying talk about the art in the marketplace.
Yeah, talk about.
Yeah. There's so much stuff here. I mean, it's like I've come to my third time in the store in the last couple of weeks, and just the amount of not just product and artwork that's come in, but just what they've done to the place. You can see it's like so. It's just gotten really, really, really cool. It's like packed with original artwork and really cool things that all of these artists that I'm lucky enough to like show with. I mean, the imagination and the inventiveness and some of the stuff that they've put together, like this lovely. I love this stocking, by the way.
Oh my.
Really cool stuff, and it's so unique. There's nothing like it in the city. There's nothing like it. There hasn't been anything like this before, as far as I know, in the theater, and it's really unique. And add on top of it all the live events they're doing here, and all the workshops and all the fun. Like it's like they've got a packed schedule already, and live music and performances, and it's crazy. It's the fact that it was thrown together as quickly as it was, and it's grown into this beautiful thing that now is going to be tonight hopefully featured to like a whole new audience. Is just really exciting, and it's inspiring, and it's just something special, especially coming out of the pandemic. It's nice to have this space to breathe and to be happy and to celebrate, and I encourage everybody, if you're in New York or near New York, even if you're not, virtually, they're offering so much virtually through the store. That's just amazing. Get involved and come enjoy this, just because it's so special, and just to be here and just to see it, aside from all the incredible purchases that you can make and all the artwork that's available and whatnot, but just come and enjoy the special, the feeling here, and how unique this place is, and how beautiful it is, because it's really something special. You'll be happy you did.
I love it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on Instagram. Thank you, Sabrina from Redesign Broadway, for giving us your phone and your account.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, Lauren, guess what? I have a surprise here.
Okay.
I have Broadway and TV star Johnny Kerr